Should the Chick-fil-A near you go out of business because of the private views of its owner? I'm Allen Barton. Stand by for Front Page. Joining me in studio, Doug Altner, analyst and instructor at the Ayn Rand Center for Individual Rights, and Terry Jones, associate editor for Investors Business Daily. Okay, so Chick-fil-A, the popular fast food restaurant, experiencing some trouble because the owner expressed some views supporting traditional marriage. And this has upset a lot of people who are for the gay rights agenda. And this segment isn't even about that particular move, but the idea that these mayors, in Rahm Emanuel in Chicago in particular, Menino in Boston, issued little fatwas, little letters to this, saying you are not welcome to do business in our city because of the views of this head guy. I think Cathy is his name. Yeah. Terry, what are your thoughts here? The mayor seems surprised that they actually can't issue a fatwa against a private business.
Yeah, well, we have this thing here in this country, and maybe somebody should inform them. It's called First Amendment rights, and you are allowed to speak your mind.
What is it you're allowed to do under that?
Strangely enough, you're allowed freedom of speech, and you cannot be punished for that. And that's this is as we were saying earlier, this is kind of Mayor Bloombergitis. These mayors seem to think that they can control everything that goes on within the borders of their cities, that they're little kings, issuing define you cases that tell people what they can and cannot do, but that's absolutely false. The other thing is, this is one man's opinion. The company itself does not take a stand on this.
Yeah,
stuff.
If the company itself had discriminatory policies, if they said, we don't hire gay people, we don't hire people who are in favor of gay marriage even, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I know gay people for whom gay marriage is not a big issue. So even within that community, you have a bifurcation of opinion. Doug, I mean, it just seems crazy that these mayors are coming out and saying, it would be one thing to say, look, as the mayor of the city, I stand up for gay rights and the ability of all people to marry or choose to be with who they wish, and I would hope that all businesses and maybe that, but the idea that we don't want you here, I mean, how does that do for your economy?
Yeah, well, leaving aside the issues of whether or not people agree with the remarks said, a lot of people find them really insensitive, if not worse. This is an issue of free speech, as Terry said, and then there's also an issue of free trade. The company should not be published because some of the owners of the company decided to exercise their right to free speech, however insensitive they might have been.
I believe the chain of command would be that the board of directors or the shareholders could say, hey, Mr. CEO, we don't like you saying those things. We have customers who believe in this thing. And you, Mr. CEO, are fired for having been insensitive and stupid for saying something, blah, 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 blah. That would be within the chain of command, right? That's a lot. Yeah, no problem. I think the big deal is if Chick-fil-A in New York now issues a statement like that and then serves a 16-ounce soda. What do you think? What do you think we should do? I think we should unleash the U.S. military on various Chick-fil-A locations that may serve 16-ounce sodas in addition to having a CEO in favor of traditional marriage. What do you think, Terry?
I call it Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
That's this silliness by the mayoral types around the country. We have that kind of silliness out here where they think they have to take a stand on each and every social issue or each and every utterance by every executive. It's just ridiculous, and it really is counterproductive.
All right, guys, thanks. Good discussion. For Terry and Doug, I'm Allen Barton. You've been watching Front Page.